go? Today's the day.
Yes, I'm excited. Today's the day.
Today is the day.
Today's the day.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a special bonus mini micro episode of Whelmed. We are super excited to be talking about this here today. We couldn't wait for a regular episode. We decided to do this special and separate to talk about it. As many of you likely know, last Wednesday, the WB announced that it had greenlit Young Justice Season 3. We have very little information from the announcement, except that the projected release date is sometime in 2017. We are guessing right now sometime in the fall. We do not know the dates, the number of episodes, what's going to happen, what platform it's going to be on. We just know that it is happening. We also know that original showrunners Brandon Vietti and Greg Weisman are back. The character designer Phil Barassa is back. And as far as we can tell, all of the original voice actors are back as well. This is the very definition of feeling the Aster.
Yeah, it's Caleb, man. I know we were texting back and forth when the announcement happened, but where I didn't get your story. Where were you? What was happening when you heard?
I was in a corporate meeting.
Nice.
And
did your phone start exploding like mine?
Yes, my phone was constantly buzzing. So I actually just had to turn it off because it was a pretty small meeting, and I couldn't walk away to see what was happening, and I kept being a distraction. So in an attempt to be a professional employee, I turned my phone off, which logically I should have done before I walked into an important corporate meeting.
Possibly.
Right.
Possibly.
But it did make the meeting better because then I at least had an inkling of what was happening. So I was super excited to catch up on everything when I got out of there. What about you, Rich? What were you doing?
Oh, my God. So I had just finished recording discussion sessions with Neil Powell from the Dungeon Masters block and Quinn Wilson from the Exalted role-playing game, actual play podcast, Swallows of the South. They both came on to talk about some cool stuff. So my mind was already blown by both of those interviews because they both blew my mind. And then I was trying to pack up to go home because my childcare was leaving in like 30 minutes, maybe 45, I don't know. But then suddenly my phone just started exploding. I was getting tagged in Facebook posts. My Twitter account was getting flooded with direct messages. Friggin' pranks from Never Tell Me the Pods was texting me directly. Like... It was crazy. And we have had so many of these announcements over the last couple of years, and all of them have turned out to be garbage. So even though it was like, I can't remember who posted it first. I don't even remember now. But it was a fairly reputable site.
It was IGN.
IGN. So IGN had posted it, and I was like, well, it's not terrible. But I just tried to tell everybody to stay whelmed until we could figure out what was going on. So Greg Weisman and Brandon Vietti have both been kind enough to be chatting with us. And so I directly messaged them and I asked them, guys, is this true? They're both just flat out amazing. Brandon got back to us first, like pretty quickly with confirmation that it was true. And then Greg started posting about it on his site, on his Twitter account, but he had also emailed us directly via email. So I'd been driving home. I was like trying to pack up and drive home, and I had to pull over because it was just too much. Like you and I were texting back and forth a bit and trying to figure out what was going on, and then I texted my wife and I posted to the Facebook page and the Twitter account, and then I spent the rest of the day pretty much just shaking with excitement and fielding questions. My daughter, who's 3, I came home. I was so excited. I gave her this huge hug, and she was all, "Papa, you're very strong." And I said, yes, I'm very excited. And she's like, are you okay? Your face is all red. I was like, yes, I am very okay. And yeah, it was bonkers. Just bonkers.
That was a great day. There's been so much fallout from that happening. We are ramping up what we are doing. Obviously, the show is getting back into production. Yep. I can only guess that they are moving ahead with production fast.
I think they are, actually, because I think... So Brandon had been kind enough to message us, actually, and about the show, which was freaking mind blowing. So he messaged about the show. He had listened to the first couple episodes, and he loved the show, and I was really excited about it. But then that was on like Saturday, right before the announcement. So that's when I realized that he had said he's been, working on some things. So he was like, I'm really busy right now. I'm working on some stuff. Well, it turns out he was working on getting everything together for this announcement. And then I know Greg had said that he just started back at Warner Brothers as of this recording 2 days ago on Monday. So he just basically walked in the door on Monday as a old, I don't know, returning, there's the word, Warner Brothers employee. So, they're definitely on the move. But this big announcement's going to kind of affect us a little bit. So, Caleb, why don't you tell everybody kind of how this is going to affect our show?
So as of this week, we are going to be releasing our regular review episodes of Season 1 and Season 2 every Friday. So we are ramping up. We are doubling our release schedule. You will be getting a regular review every single Friday. We will also continue to do the bonus episodes like Secret Origins, discussion sessions, special interviews. Those are going to be every other Wednesday. So about twice a month, we'll get a bonus episode in the stream, something special. Rich talking about a hero or a villain or a character. Rich talking with someone cool in the industry, chatting about why Young Justice is so important in one way or the other.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, so one of the reasons we decided to ramp this up was because we want people to be able to get up to speed as quickly as possible with all the background information and the Easter eggs and all that kind of stuff before Season 3 hits, if we can. We're not going to probably rush faster than every week. That's about as fast as those of us who are not getting paid to do this can make it happen. But hopefully this will get us through both seasons by September of next year. So if they're doing a fall release, we're hoping that we'll be wrapping up Season 2 right about the time of when they're releasing the beginning of Season 3. And we've really been working behind the scenes to get some other stuff moving for a while now, so including some pretty big interviews. But unfortunately, the announcement kind of derailed us in the best possible way. As of Monday, as I mentioned, all the interviews we've been trying to set up with Greg and with Brandon and with Phil and the voice talent and the rest of the creative team, they now need to go through different channels, whether through the voice talent's direct agents or through the producers and the people that are working for Warner Brothers. But we've already got those balls rolling, and I have to say that the Warner Brothers animation PR group has been fantastic at getting back to us. And hopefully we'll have some things set up pretty soon. If and when we do get those interviews, we likely won't wait long to drop them in the feed. So once we get them edited, we'll release them as soon as we can. But I have to give a quick shout out to the San Diego's own Bang Zoom Pow Studios, who have offered their technical team to help us get better quality on-site interviews up in LA. I'm lucky enough to live in San Diego. Some of these interviews we were setting up were going to be on-site up in the Burbank area. So hopefully we'll get face-to-face interviews with some good high-quality equipment, thanks to Ty Mabry and the team at Bang Zoom Pow. So thanks, guys, for helping to sponsor those interviews.
We could not be more excited about what's happening today. We are, I think, a little bit toned down here as we are recording. It's been a few days, but the electricity and excitement is still buzzing between Rich and myself.
Yes.
As more confirmed details come out, we will, of course, let you know. I would say that the best way to double check on any info from us is on our website, crashingthemode.com, or our Twitter feed at the YJ Files.
Mm-hmm. Or our Facebook page as well, facebook.com/crashingthemode.
We will try to put information out there as soon as not only we hear it, but confirm it, since we do have the ability, luckily, to find some confirmation and some truth behind what will most likely be lots of rumors as we move forward here.
Yeah, probably.
In between now and what happens, please continue to listen. Thank you so much for being part of Whelmed at this point going forward. We really, truly appreciate your listenership, your subscribers, your reviews, and your interactions with us on social media. We absolutely love talking about this show and love talking with you about it as well. Tell your friends about it. Tell your friends about the podcast. Tell your friends about the show. Get everyone up to speed on seasons 1 and 2. Make sure you are checking out our resource page for some other links, the YJ Wiki, various Facebook groups, and that's pretty much it. We want to keep spreading the word. We want to keep this train going. We know season 3 is going to happen. After that, question mark?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's get it. Let's be glad for our season 3, and we'll see how things go from there. I don't think anybody wants the show to go on longer than it needs to go, but we need the season 3, so we're super excited. So thanks, everyone. If you want to use a hashtag, I think you can probably continue to use hashtag keep binging YJ on Netflix. You can also use the hashtag YoungJustice3, seems to be floating around. So if you want to make some comments or observations about the 3rd season of Young Justice, use that. And other than that, as always, stay whelmed, everybody.
You've been listening to Whelmed, the Young Justice Files podcast. Our computer is voiced by Madison Ray. Our theme was composed by Emily Mio. Our logo was created by Kevin Bates. Whelmed is a fan-made podcast and is not officially affiliated with DC Comics, DC Entertainment, Warner Brothers Animation, and any other owners of Young Justice or its related source material. As such, these companies have sole ownership of all symbols, images, names, logos, and proprietary material related to Young Justice. Original content of this podcast is ours under Creative Commons. Thanks for listening, and stay whelmed.